Hi, today I would like to explain you how you can use the settlement functionalities and also how you can prepare the settings for invoicing model. First of all, I would like to mention that in the system, when you are adding a new case, like here, let's go to the add a new case. Just a second. When you're adding new case, you are able to decide what kind of settlement is connected with your case. So when you're adding the case, there is a field which you have to select, and here you are deciding of the type of the settlement. So we have the three options. The first one is a lump sum, the second is hourly, and the third one is a mix, so you can decide about the hourly or lump sum of model. So how does it work in the practice? If you decide about this, you have here we have an example about some kind of the trademark and the type of the settlement. So here you see the two versions of this. So here you are recording the activities connected with the case. If you record these activities, so when you add this information about the work time, about the model of settlement, and write short note about this activity, then when you are generating the option, the settlement, it looks like this. You are clicking for generate single settlement. Then you have below information about all activities which you have in the case. Of course, some kind of activities could be added to one settlement, another one for the second, for the third. So it's up to you. So the model of the settlement added as once as a period means that you are able to do this to generate this single settlement maximum once a day. So let's assume that you are doing some kind of service and you are finishing it after 2 weeks, so you can generate the settlement. But after these 2 weeks, you are able to add new activities and create next settlement. If you choose the settlement period as a monthly, then system automatically will generate this settlement on the last day of the month. So you don't have to click it manually. It happens automatically, but you should remember about recording activities day by day, so immediately after doing some kind of activity, because after that you are not able to add any activity after the end of the month. So below, when you create this activity and create the settlement, you have the summarize about what you did, how what kind of time it took you this activity, what kind of fee is connected with this, because when you are adding this settlement, you can also add information that this is connected with the contract regarding the lump sum or additional activity. So you can put information about the price of this activity. So below you have such information, and after that, when you have information about this settlement, you can create your invoice. So here you are able to create a provisional invoice, a VAT invoice, or bookkeeping note for some fee, official fee. Let's add, but to adding the VAT invoice, you have to set up some functionalities in the settings. And now we are going to the settings where I will show you when and how you are able to do this. Sorry. We are going to the settings, and the first step is a master data. Here in the master data, there is shown a new option like bank accounts, when you should add your account numbers with a currency, And so this is the first step. The second step is a signatures. So we are going to the signatures where you have the reference numbers of the cases, letters, and the new functionality of invoices. Here you have to add your reference numbers. We have in the system 5 versions of invoice types. So this is the provisional invoice, VAT invoice, 2 versions of adjusting for the data or for the items, and also a bookkeeping note. When you are adding the invoice, you can also the number of invoice. You can also decide if you need to have the this model for all types of the cases, or maybe for only for trademarks, for inventions. So it's up to you how this model looks like, but you should remember that if you add for one of them, then you also should add this reference number for others. And also below you're adding the initial number and of course the pattern. The pattern you are copying from the help. So this is the similar function for all reference numbers from invoicing, from correspondence, and from also the cases. So this is the same pattern. When you have it added, the next step is going to the settings and going to invoices. Here you can add some informations. The first is additional data. This additional data is shown in on the bottom of the page when you can add your default text for in all the documents. And below you have the also option of adding email templates which are used for sending invoices automatically. So here you are adding the template, and also you can use some tags for creation of the email. And below we have some kind of example that we are sending some kind of document like provisional or maybe a VAT document. So how does it look in practice? Let's go to the case, and we are creating the invoice for some kind of settlement. Please notice that you can add more than one invoice to the settlement. So if you have with the settlement is connected some kind of your fee and official fee, then you can add to this settlement not only the VAT invoice VAT, but also the bookkeeping note. So let's go to the example of adding the second VAT invoice. Here we have the information about the client and information about the main dates. So the deadline of the payment method. Here this is information about the payment which is done. So if we click this amount, this status will be of the invoice will be treated as a paid. So here we can choose the language of the invoice. At this moment we have 2 languages. The currency. This currency is taken from the case, because when we are adding the case, please notice that we also are choosing the currency and a bank account. If the currency is connected with a bank account, so when we are adding where we are adding the settings and in the settings and master data, and here we choose the currency, then if this currency already exists, then this account number is treated as default here, so we don't have to choose the bank account. And below we have the positions which are connected with our activity which has done. below the description, this is the information which you can add only in this invoice, so not as this default text which was added in the settings of the invoices, but here only in this invoice. For example, information about the reverse charge or something else. And we are adding the invoice. Okay, I have to choose also the language. Okay, this invoice was added. Now I'm able to this is the list of invoices below the settlements, and now I'm able to download this invoice. So I'm downloading to show you. So the logo type taken from master data, information taken from master data, information about the client, and of course the specification of the invoice. We can also send this invoice directly from the system, so we're clicking send email, we're choosing the template, then this template is added, I'm sending, and this email is of course sent automatically from the system with attachment as invoice. When this email will be sent by the system, because we have this is the query, so we have to wait for this a few seconds or a few minutes. It's up to the number of invoices which are being sent. So after that will be shown information when this invoice was sent, on what kind of date and hour, as here. As a next step, we also added the next register, the register of invoices, which is here. So you have the list of all of the invoices in the system which were created in the 1 month period, and you can also send these documents for all the clients once. Also, you can download the PDF. If you click this, you will have the list of, in a one big PDF file, page by page, created all these invoices, and also download the different formats of XLS or CSV. So here, as you see, have this option of the register. We also added a new functionality in the settings. In the users panel, also we added permissions for adding and editing the invoices, and also deleting the invoices. So here, as you see, you also should add these options here. I hope that this new model will help you with better work with the IP desk, and also with your daily work with your cases. Thank you very much.